Welcome back once again to Financial Jargon editions of the Your Retirement Masterpiece. Hey, this is the show where we take the words your advisor uses and translate them into plain English. I'm Darren Vilardo with Tekton Wealth Advisors, and today's word actually is one that nobody likes. Whenever we talk about this word, people get a little nervous, people start getting a little itchy, getting a little anxious, right? But stick with me because I promise I'm going to change your mind, blow up some islands around what you think about budget. Yeah, we're talking budgets today. And look, the reality is a budget is just a plan for your money. Income on one side, expenses on the other, and the gap between those really is the answer. Now, I know the word budget makes most folks feel like they're about to be put on a diet. When we talk about this at the kitchen table, my wife and I, things get kind of quiet really fast. But stay with me because I think this is actually the opposite of a diet or a restriction, and it can lead to a lot of freedom. So here's how your professional financial advisor in genuine Wall Street gibberish might describe a budget. A budget is a forward-looking financial document that allocates anticipated income across designated expense categories, fixed and variable, in order to optimize cash flow utilization and identify discretionary capacity. Right. And by the way, if ever you hear anybody talking like that at a dinner party, you have my permission to just turn right around and leave. Don't even acknowledge them. Just go, whoop, nope, I'm out, right? But here's what that budget actually means, the plain English version. First, what a budget is. A budget is a plan for your money. It puts income on one side, expenses on the other, and it tells you the truth about what's left. That's it. That's the whole thing. Second, what a budget is not. It is not a punishment. It is not a diet. It's not a list of things that you can't do. A real budget is indeed a permission slip. It's a ticket to what you do want to do. It's the piece of paper that says, yes, you can take that trip. Yes, you can help the grandkids. Yes, you can give generously because you really and finally truly know the numbers. So here's why that matters, right? A budget is the only honest way, I'm going to say that again, a budget is the only honest way to know whether you can spend without stress. You see, confidence doesn't come from having more money. We see this in the practice literally every single day. Very, very high earners don't have a lot of confidence when they get to retirement because they often don't know what the expenses and what the outflow is. Therefore, they don't have any chance at having a real budget. So confidence doesn't come from just having more money, but confidence comes from knowing your numbers. That is a really big deal, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the question I want you to sit with today. If your income stayed exactly the same, no change to the top line, your income is exactly the same, but you had a clear understanding, intentional, on purpose, where the money goes, do you think you'd feel more free, experience more clarity and confidence, or less? See, if you've never built a real budget, or if the one you have hasn't been honest in a while, that's a great place to start. It's also a great conversation to have with someone who serves you instead of sells you. And that's what we do, and that's what we're here for at Tekton Wealth. Next time, we'll answer the question of how do you know where you actually stand in terms of your overall financial picture. We're going to talk about net worth. Thank you so much. God bless.